Did you know that a man was once swallowed by a fish and survived to tell the tale? Let's dive into this incredible story. In the heart of the Bible, nestled between the Old Testament's historical narratives and poetic wisdom, you'll find the book of Jonah. This unique narrative tells the incredible story of a man named Jonah, a man chosen by God for a very special mission. But Jonah had other plans that led him not to the place God had told him to go, but to the opposite direction, setting in motion a chain of events that would change his life forever. So what was this mission that Jonah was given? Why did he choose to disobey? And what happened when he found himself in the belly of a big fish? Join me as we unpack the fascinating story of Jonah and the symbolic meaning behind being swallowed by a fish. In the bustling city of Gath-Hepher in Israel, there lived a man named Jonah, the son of Amittai. One day God spoke to Jonah and gave him a message for the people of Nineveh, a wicked city in northern Mesopotamia. God told Jonah to go there and preach repentance to its people, warning them of an impending judgment if they didn't change their ways. But Jonah received this divine assignment with an unusual response. Instead of immediately obeying and traveling to Nineveh, Jonah decided to flee. Yes, you heard it right. He ran away from God. Why did he do this? Perhaps it was fear. Fear of the daunting task ahead, fear of the people he was supposed to preach to, or maybe fear of himself. Jonah chose to run, to hide, and where did he go? To Tarshish, a city on the Mediterranean coast of Spain, fleeing in the opposite direction from Nineveh. It's as if Jonah thought he could outrun God's plan for him. But as Jonah sailed away, a huge storm arose, creating terrifying waves that threatened to swallow the ship. The sailors, realizing the gravity of the situation, cried out to their gods for help. Meanwhile, Jonah had retreated to the lowest deck of the ship, seeking shelter from the raging storm. As the waves crashed and winds howled, Jonah knew that something had to be done. He stood up, called out to the God of heaven and earth to forgive him for his disobedience, and confessed his sin of fleeing instead of obeying. And then came the words he never expected to say, "Throw me into the sea. That way the sea will become calm, and you will survive." His pleas shocked the sailors, but they were desperate. They threw Jonah into the turbulent waters, hoping it would appease the storm. And just as Jonah had predicted, the raging sea suddenly became calm. As Jonah descended into the depths of the sea, he was swallowed by a huge fish. Now, imagine the scene. You are Jonah. You've just been thrown into the sea, and now a giant fish is swallowing you. What would you think? How would you feel? Jonah, too, must have felt a surge of fear and uncertainty as he found himself in the belly of this enormous fish. Jonah spent 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the fish. It wasn't just a scary experience for him, but also a transformative one. Cut off from the world, surrounded by darkness and silence, he turned his thoughts to God. He prayed, asking God for forgiveness for running away from his mission and for deliverance from this precarious situation. After 3 long days, the fish spit Jonah out on dry land. And there he was, saved from the belly of a fish. But this wasn't the end of his journey. God spoke to the fish again, commanding it to swallow Jonah a second time. Yet this time, the fish obeyed God's command. It regurgitated Jonah on dry land. When the people of Nineveh heard Jonah's message of repentance, they believed him and changed their ways. God saw their repentance and forgave them, abandoning his plan to destroy the city. Jonah, who had run from his duty, had inadvertently saved Nineveh. The story of Jonah teaches us many valuable lessons about obedience, repentance, and second chances. It reminds us that no matter how far we run from our responsibilities, or how deep we sink in our mistakes, God's forgiveness and guidance are always there to pull us back. If you want to dive deeper into the captivating stories from the Bible, I invite you to check out our platform, where faith and storytelling meet.